Hey Heartbeats, and welcome back to UMTV Pulse. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle.
And I'm Nate Darrenbacher.
On today's episode, we have a very special guest performing live in studio with us.
And part of our team went to the Everglades.
And it's all treats, no tricks down in the Keys.
But first, let's head on over to Celebrity with Connor Whittam. Connor, do you know any A$AP Ferg songs?
Nate, I actually do know an A$AP Ferg song. It's with Ariana Grande. It's on her album. She's one of my favorite artists, and he is great as well. He's pretty big here in the US. He's had 2 top 10 albums, and he also is signed to RCA Records. Students also have Cash Cash to look forward to seeing. They're an EDM group based out of New Jersey. It's 2 brothers, and they have a song, Take Me Home with BB Rexa, that became huge, and also do remixes of Katy Perry, Bruno Mars, and Kelly Clarkson's songs. Now let's head out to campus to see what Paul had to say with students.
Do you know anything about Cash Cash?
They sound like a boy band.
Do you have a favorite song about Cash Cash?
No, for all I know, they could be part of the Backstreet Boys.
Do you know anything about A$AP Ferg?
Doesn't he sing to the window, to the wall, to the wall?
So you hear that A$AP Ferg and Cash Cash are coming to campus?
Yeah?
Cash Cash is also coming, so do you have a favorite song of Cash Cash?
I think it's called Dollars, Dollars, but that might be a remix.
Okay, well, Cash Cash's mom, Money Money, is also coming. Do you think she's gonna have a good time in Miami?
Cash Cash's mom? I know they have a distant cousin in Mexico, Dinero's Dinero.
So A$AP Ferg sings Bodak Yellow. Do you think he's gonna sing that during homecoming?
Oh, that's not a true statement. Good.
Tell me about him. I mean, I am A$AP Ferg.
You are?
Yeah, my name is Andrew Ferguson, so everybody calls me
Nice
A$AP
to
Ferg.
meet
Nice
you.
to meet you,
I'm
man.
so honored.
I love fashion, but I have no artistic talent.
Well, let's check out this designer's studio in Wynwood.
Behind the scenes, got to take a look.
Thanks, Chelsea. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Dylan.
So Dylan, what do you think of the concept of fashion being art?
Well, I think every time I get dressed, it's kind of like a masterpiece.
I totally agree, but I'm talking about art that's actually on clothing. So Elizabeth has the inside scoop. Let's check it out with All City Artwear.
Hey guys, I'm right outside Lucid Gallery, getting ready to go inside and check out All City Artwear to see how they bring art and transform it into fashion.
So I play around with like space and like Space Monkey. A little bit of humor on this one. The one that I'm doing now for the other shirt is gonna be mostly focused on time. So that's where that idea comes from, is from space and time and things a little bit more imagination and things beyond outer space and stuff.
You know, I feel like when you write something repetitiously and you create art the way I do, it's just one big meditation. It's just one big like lesson. Like, I don't know if I'm getting too deep or whatever, but I have often talked about how my murals and my art is really just like a big metaphor for life.
Well, eat the rich. It's like it was a saying from Tupac. In the interview, he was talking about how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And like, eventually one day the poor is gonna eat the rich. So like, that was one version of it. The other version of it was, I mean, you are what you eat, so like.
Hey, so I'm here with the founder of All City Artwear and the owner, Bob and Tachi. How are you guys today?
Good, good.
What's your heart behind All City Artwear?
We really want to bring forth up-and-coming artists, whether it's written word, as you see with Renda, whether it's surreal art, as you had with Alvin, if it's pop art, like is being done with Kiani. We really take in all forms of art, but the one criteria is it's gotta be art community, it's gotta be up-and-coming artists.
has some incredibly talented students. The Vibe got to sit down in the recording studio with one of our very own.
I've been doing music my whole life. I wrote my first song when I was like 6.
Although it wasn't until college that Mike began his career as a serious musician.
My best friend, my producer, Andrew Navoa, he and I have kind of been collaborating since like day one of college. And we were kind of going through all these different sounds, trying to find what felt right. We really kind of locked into this electro-pop sound. So then through sophomore and junior year, we co-wrote and we recorded the EP and we gigged. So now we're just kind of letting it evolve from there.
Mike talked about why he named his band Souvenir.
The sound that we were creating was very nostalgic. The lyrics are about certain memories, so I feel like it kind of ties into that sense, like souvenirs of
our past.
Welcome to The Vibe. I'm your host, Robin Shapiro. And today on set we have Souvenir. Thanks so much for coming in, guys.
Thank you for having us. We're going to be doing a song from our EP. It's called Neon Dream. Hope you enjoy.
It's ecstasy, hidden 85 on empty streets. We're broken cheap, so what do we do tonight? It's only 3. Oh, it's heaven in the backseat, sweat dripping on the concrete, and fire in your heartbeat. A vision in the night heat, I love it when it hits me. Never felt so free. Electric halos, feel the colors run in our bloodstream. We shiver in fever while we live in our neon. While we live in our neon. While we live in our neon dream. La da 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 da. La da 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 da.
This is not your traditional classroom experience. Those days are gone. Today, we're bringing real-world experience to the School of Communication and building a real business from the ground up. Every day, students come into the consultancy and they put their creative talents and strategic insights to work for real clients and their businesses. It's truly an amazing experience to be a part of. We are binge thinkers. We are Orange Umbrella.
Everyone wants to get fit, but nobody wants to get hurt. Let's take a look at these safe workouts with Raise Your Pulse.
Hey guys, I'm Charlie.
I'm Talia.
And I'm Charlotte.
And we're the Raise Your Pulse team. So today we have some big news for you guys, and that's you might not be doing your workout correctly. And what you're doing isn't getting you the maximum benefits that you could be getting from doing something as simple as a crunch.
Not only that, but you could also be putting yourself at risk for some serious injuries.
So now let's show you what you were doing wrong and how to fix it. Did you hear what I said?
Okay guys, so the first exercise I'm going to show you how to do is a crunch. Start crunching. Oh wow, look at her. She's crunching really good because she's going so fast, right? Well, no actually. When you're crunching, you want to crunch nice and slow. So give me some slow crunches. Good, yeah. Because now you know you're using the muscles. They're probably shaking. Are your muscles shaking a little? Well, wait a second. Hold it up here. Hold it up and now go down. When you hold it up for 1 second, that's what's great because that's when you're really using the strength of your muscles. You don't want to sag in the middle, but it's so much more of that. So ready? Pull yourself up a little bit more. Yeah. Keep your body in a perfectly straight line. Okay? You want everything to be aligned. You don't want to put strain on your neck. Think light neck, light toes, light arms, and really let that core lift you up into the air, okay? So this is what a good plank looks like. All right, heartbeats, and now you can have the best looking crunch and plank at the gym.
So I've always wanted to go to the Everglades and wrestle a gator.
Well, let's see if our Mission Miami team got you.
Thanks, Chelsea. Well, Nate, even though we didn't ride an alligator this weekend, we did get hot and sweaty, right, Katie?
That's right, Paul. We took a trip down to Homestead, Florida and checked out the Everglades outpost.
Here's a taste of Mission Miami's trip to the wild side of Florida.
The containment of wild animals in zoos has more recently garnered negative attention. However, one organization has given a new face to animal captivity by emphasizing their efforts in rehabilitation and release. The Everglades Outpost is a nonprofit organization entirely run by volunteers who are interested in ensuring that injured wildlife are healed and released back into the wild. So Mission Miami decided to take a little trip, and as soon as we arrived, our adventure began.
My favorite exhibit here has to be a tiger exhibit. They were so chilling, and he has his own girlfriend. I really enjoyed the museum as well. I got to experience seeing a variety of snakes and a bunch of different reptiles.
Everglades Outpost is a nonprofit organization started in 1989. Essentially, the goal was to rescue and rehab native animals. The boss of the place, Bob Freer, him and his wife, started taking in other animals like tigers, wolves, bears, monkeys. I've been here for 13 and a half years. I started when I was 8. I was the youngest volunteer to ever start here. My first training course with an alligator was at the age of 8, actually. I was on the back of an alligator at that age. Mainly, we get a lot of locals in. The tourists do find out through Groupon because they look up on there to see what fun things to do.
Name that movie. On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Mean Girls, duh.
Let's see what other movies shape the millennials with The Binge.
Welcome to The Binge. I'm Trayvon Howard.
And I'm Natalia Rizak, and today we're going to be talking about something that's very near and dear to our hearts, movies that shape the millennial generation.
And for those of you who don't know what a millennial is, it's anyone who was born between the early 1980s and early 2000s.
So basically us.
Yeah. To start things off at the top of our list, we're going to start off with Toy Story. This Disney classic will forever be embedded in our hearts.
Forever. I mean, Woody is one of my favorite characters. I think I'm always going to remember him, always going to root for him. And I mean, Disney really set like the precedent with how animation should go.
I definitely would say I still have my Buzz Lightyear action figure.
No way.
Yeah, no, it's still sitting in my room.
I mean, I don't have a Buzz Lightyear action figure, but what I can tell you is that I will always quote Mean Girls, because that is the next on our list for another movie that will shape the millennial generation. I mean, Mean Girls was so innovative and like so ahead of its time. It set humor, it had like girly drama, but at the same time, everyone can enjoy it. And you know which one really will be a part.
The Harry Potter series in its entirety will never go away.
In our hearts, in our generation. I mean, those characters, that plot, that anticipation, like for the next movie to come out. I mean, it started in the 90s.
Yeah,
right?
we grew up with it. Like the Harry Potter series set a pattern for other movie series. Like I don't know, remember the part 1 for part 2 with Deathly Hallows.
It really set like consumerism in for everyone. Like I dressed up as Hermione Granger for Halloween like 4 years in a row. I mean, some of my emails still have her name in it, but like, just don't tell anyone.
I still have a crush on Emma Watson, so I mean.
Oh my gosh. Who doesn't though? I mean. Well, I mean, this is all the time we have for this week, so we'll see you next time. I'm Natalia Rizak.
And I'm Trayvon Howard.
This week on the scoreboard, we got to take a look into the lives of one of our very own, Chelsea Lavelle. For most students at the University of Miami, balancing a full class schedule and social life is hard enough. But for sophomore Chelsea Lavelle, she manages to do that all on top of being a University of Miami sensation.
When I got to college, I couldn't go without dancing, so I talked to the coach, sent them my resume, and basically tried out for the team, and I made it.
Despite having a hectic schedule, Lavelle finds a balance between classwork and being part of the Sensations. It's clear her team's hard work doesn't go unnoticed.
It's hard enough being a student here, period, but being a student athlete, I give everybody a pat on the back.
Over her years as a sensation, Lavelle has learned that balance is key.
Any athlete definitely has to figure out time management skills. We have incredibly busy schedules compared to students that just have to focus on their classes or even outside activities. It's super hard to balance school plus dance plus any organizations that you want to be a part of on top of having a social life. But at the end of the day, it's worth it.
In addition to being part of the university's official dance team, this sensation is an active member of UMTV. Regardless of how busy Lavelle is during the school year, she wouldn't have it any other way.
Once you're on that field in front of all those people, it just makes everything worth it. All of the practices, all of the exercises, and any drama that's going on in your life, like school-wise, just goes out the window because like you're just focusing on the game.
Oh my gosh, Carlin, you still have sparkles on you from this weekend.
Oh my gosh, these sparkles will never go away, but neither will the memories. Let's take a look at our special trip to Key West.
People from all over take the trip to live out their wildest dreams at Fantasy Fest.
We spent the weekend partying in Key West, and now it's time for the dessert.
Kermit's Key West Key Lime Shop is famous for its key lime pies. But don't worry if you don't like pie, because they've got just about every key lime flavored food you could possibly think of.
I've never tried key lime fudge before, so let's see how this goes.
After sampling around, it's time to make a decision. I decided to go with something unique. A dark chocolate dipped key lime pie on a stick.
Key lime pie isn't traditionally a Halloween treat, but it definitely works for me. And that's all the time we have for the dessert. I'm gonna head back to Miami and finish this along the way.
Do you think I can wear this to Fantasy Fest next year?
I think so. We have to go. That's all the time we have for today.
Make sure to check us out on social media.
I'm Chelsea Lavelle.
And I'm Nate Derenbacher.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching your TV poll!